Hello, everybody. My name is John Graziano. I'm doing an oral case analysis on Heidi R for a seminar in organizational behavior, 6334. Heidi was a giver. In fact, Heidi was a selfless giver since she was born. It wasn't until junior year in college that her fiance passed and she realized she needed to become an otherish giver. She graduated school and leveraged her network by calling in a 5-minute favor, which landed her the job at Tandem. She even exhibited the reciprocity principle in her dealings with the CEO at Tandem. She recognized his time was valuable and she made sure she was prepared to utilize every second of it. In addition to following through on her role as editor of the company newsletter, she expressed authority and consistency in her job. Well, she utilized that network to leverage a recommendation letter for her MBA. After graduating from MBA, she started Teammaker with her brother and Royal Faros. Their choice was not to go with capital funding. In fact, it was more of a grassroots approach to promote the organization. She sought help from the press and asked them to review the product and publish it. That's one of the giver's attributes that Adam Grant discussed in his book. To be a successful giver is to ask for help. She then joined forums, she attended conferences, events, and she did as many interviews as possible. She wanted to solicit social proof to help promote the organization. One of Uzi and Dunlap's principles of persuasion. She became president of Software Publishers Association as well, which gave her access to other key players and high-level executives in the industry. She basically built her network while she was at Teammaker and built a very successful company that she was able to sell down the road. She moved on to work with Apple as a VP in worldwide distribution. They sought her because of her notoriety and her network. That's when she tested her dormant ties that she created at Teammaker over the 12 years there. She was known to be an information broker in the software industry, and that's where Apple needed the help. She was the authority, if you will, the experienced individual for that network. Apple's market share was down 25%, and she had to call in favors. She had to call in contacts her CEOs, top-level executives, and solicit their commitment to Apple. And she expressed to them what I would consider scarcity of information as to what the organization was doing moving forward. She requested quotes that she could use, and then she eventually put it on a one-page ad that was known to be probably one of the most successful ads ever. That's showing social proof and consistency principles from the articles of persuasion. And she did it successfully. However, Apple decided to give her more and more tasks to help correct the issues at that organization. And she was spending countless hours. In fact, she became selfless again. She wasn't motivated. She was burnt out, as Adam Grant indicates in his articles. She moved on. She created a role for herself as a venture capitalist. This role that she created, this was the time of her career that I thought she enjoyed the most. She was able to leverage her network, her abilities in software and technology to help other organizations that were starting up. While she wasn't involved financially, she was involved in giving and helping to develop. She was a matcher. She then joined Preview Systems, and what attracted Preview Systems to Heidi was, if you will, the three keys of a network, as Uzi and Dunlap outlined, which are access to skills, private information, and power. In fact, she had a huge Rolodex that she could use. She helped them fill several key roles. Assuming that was a win-win for both, she was a matchmaker, if you will, as well. She also exhibited the giving personalities and attributes in her personal life. She enjoyed in the shared activity of eating. and making spaghetti and meatballs. She helped her network expand their network by eliminating the obstacles of self-similarity and proximity. When she invited people, she made sure that only half the people knew the other half so that they can expand their constellations. Eventually, she didn't want to be typecasted as a software desktop venture capitalist, if you will, and she joined SoftBank Venture. In fact, they were interested in her because of her ability to persuade high-level executives, and at this point in time, her super connectors. She became a super connector, and that network was her strength all throughout her career, but more so in her mentor capitalist role. Here, she was reviewing numerous business plans per day, and was able to persuade the executive team to roll out their criteria for entrepreneurs' investment. In essence, she was able to persuade them to provide scarcity information that no other competitor had out there. She even practiced tough love, one of the 3 attributes of a successful giver. Heidi Roizen, to me, based on my review, really became who she was because of her being a giver, and not a giver for herself, but a giver for her network. She really wanted to do the best she could for her network. Thank you.